this question from the exemplar 2013 grade 11. Question 5. In the figure below, the point P, -5 is to B, is plotted on a Cartesian plane. OP is 13 units and ROP is equal to half. So the first thing we're going to do, we'll say x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And then our x is -5 squared, our y is b squared is equal to 13. Therefore b is equal to so it is equal to 12. 5.1.1 cos of alpha. This is x over r. Then tan 180 minus alpha. 180 minus is in the second quadrant. Tan is negative there. And then this is 12 over minus 5, which is equal to 12 over 5. So we are given that, and they want us to simplify to a single trigonometric ratio. Whenever we have a negative angle, we add 360. So this is going to be theta. Sine of theta. 90 minus is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, sine is positive. But because we are using a 90, the sign will change into a cos. 360 minus is in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, tan is negative. Cos 90 plus is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. Because we are using a 90, this is going to change into a sine. Sine theta over cos theta. So this is equal to sine of theta. 5.2.2. Hence or otherwise, without using a calculator, solve for theta if, so this whole thing right here is equals to sine theta. So this is sine theta, which is equals to 0.5, a half. Just gonna draw the graph of sine. This is 90, 180, 270, and 360. So this goes between -1 and 1. This is what the graph of sine looks like. So you'll find that at x is equals to 30, you'll get the y value of that is equals to half. And also at x is equals to 150. So this is x is an element of 30 degrees and 150. You can also use the general solution and say that sine is positive here and there. And then in quadrant 1, quadrant 2. So this is theta is equals to 30 degrees plus k, 360. And then in the second quadrant, this is 180 minus, so yeah, minus 30 plus k 360. So this is 150. So you get that and that. 5.3.1. So we need to prove the identity. The left hand side is equals to 8 over sine squared a minus 4 over 1 plus cos of a. So when I look at the right hand side, I do not have any sine there. I only have a cos. So I'm going to change the sine into a cos. So this is equals to 8 over 1 minus cos squared a minus 4 over 1 plus cos of a. This is 8 plus 8 cos of a, and then minus 4, 1 minus cos squared of a. Then this is 1 minus cos squared of a, 1 plus cos of a. So here I'm going to have 8 plus 8 cos of a minus 4, and then plus cos squared of a. 1 minus cos squared of a, 1 plus cos of a. So this is cos squared a plus 8 cos. This is a 4 cos of a plus 4. One minus cos square of a, 1 plus cos of a. And then I'm just going to take out a factor of 4. So I'll be left with cos squared a plus 2 cos of a plus 1. And then I'm going to find the factors for this thing. So this is cos of a, cos of a. So that's a 1 and a 1. One minus cos squared of a, 1 plus cos of a. So one of those will take care of those. So I'm left with 4 cos of a plus 1, 1 minus cos squared of a. So this is like saying a squared minus b squared. So this should be equals to, this must be the difference of two squares, a minus b. So this would look like a minus b, a plus b. So this is equals to 4 cos of a plus 1, 1 minus cos of a, 1 plus cos of a. So this takes care of that. So I'm left with 4 over 1 minus cos of a, which is equals to the right hand side. 5.3.2. For which value or values of a in the interval is the identity in question 5.3.1 undefined? So in order for this identity to be undefined, if this denominator is equals to 0, then the whole thing will be undefined, or that denominator is equals to 0, or that one. So if any of the denominators is equals to 0, then the whole identity will be undefined. We can choose any one of those three. So I'll choose the first one. Sine squared of A is equals to 0. So when I square both sides, sine of A is equals to 0. Then I'm just going to draw the sine graph. Again, I'm using 0 to 360 because that's the restriction there. And then the graph of sine, it goes like that. So the graph of sine A is equals to 0 when A is an element of, so at 0, at 180 degrees, and also at 360 degrees. So it doesn't matter even if you choose the second one. This should be equals to 0. So cos of A should be equals to -1. And then just this is 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. And then the graph will look like that. So this is so it will look like so we are going to look for where the graph of cos of A is equals to -1. So it is equals to 1 at x is equals to 180 degrees. And then we'll also check the last one, which is 1 minus cos of A, which is equals to 0. So cos of A should be equals to 1 as well. And then this is at x is equals to 360 degrees, and also when x is equals to 0, right there, the graph is equals to 1 there. So it's x is equals to 0, x is equals to 180, and x is equals to 360. .4. Determine the general solution. 8 cos squared x minus 2 cos of x minus 1 is equals to 0. So I'll just let cos of x equals to k. So this is 8k squared minus 2k minus 1 equals to 0. So the factors here should be -2 squared minus 4 into a -1 over 2. So the factors here should be So the factors should be 4k times 2k, and then that's a 1 and a 1. So the first one is negative, so that's positive. C plus, so that's a negative. So this times that, it's 8k squared. 4 times that, it's minus 4k. This time that's plus 2k, that times 1. So yeah. So these are correct. So k should be equals to -1 over 4, or k should be equals to a half. But k is equals to cos of x. So cos of x is equals to -1 over 4, or cos of x is equals to a half. So there we are working in quadrant 2 and 4. We are working in the quadrants where cos is negative, and here we are working in the quadrants where cos is positive. So the reference angle is equals to 75.52 degrees. So in quadrant 2, x is equals to 180 degrees minus 75.52 plus k 360 degrees, where k is an element of integers. 180 minus 75.52. So this is 104.48 degrees plus k 360. And then in quadrant 3, x is equals to 180 degrees plus 75.52 k 360. So that's 255.52 degrees plus k 360. And then the reference angle here, 60 cos 1 over 2. So this is 60 degrees. And quadrant 1, x is equals to 60 degrees plus k 360. In quadrant 4, x is equals to 360 degrees minus 60 plus k 360. So this is 300 plus k 360.